right?
Right.
This is the tour where Big Daddy Kane, Slick Rick. Now bust this. Big Daddy Kane and Slick Rick had beef. So Slick Rick had, remember I told you about the Moet crew. Slick Rick had the Moet crew, and Big Daddy Kane had the D-Seps, Minister and them,
Oh.
right? So you got King Son, you got De La Soul, you got EPMD, so we chilling. So Slick Rick, since he had beef with Kane, he wouldn't stay in no hotels and he wouldn't ride the tour bus, which is how I got on the tour.
Why
So
did they have beef?
huh?
I said, why did they have beef? You didn't know that. You just knew that they had beef. You didn't know why.
Nah, I mean they had beef. I didn't know why they had beef, but it's like Kane was hot, Slick Rick was hot, but this was LL's tour. This was Cool J tour. So he was the mega motherfucker, but Kane was hot and Slick Rick was hot with the children's story, and Kane was hot with what he had. And the tour was so fucking fragile that I forget where we was at, what state we did the show in, and it's like, I'm King's son, so it's like, you know what I mean? It's like you know, the goofy niggas go on first. So I was a goofy nigga, EPMD was a goofy motherfucker, we go on first. Like, we open up for the real niggas, which Kane was a real nigga,
Right.
Slick Rick was a real nigga, LL was a real nigga, and those was the only real niggas.
Right.
But we never thought of it like that, we never thought of it like, oh, well, EPMD gonna go on before King Son, because I was an EPMD fan.
Right.
And I'm looking at the comments, and niggas say, oh, King Son was a one-hit wonder. Nah, nigga, miss me with that bullshit, nigga. I had Big Shots, I had A-Love, I had B-Black, I had Undercover Lover, you know what I mean, nigga? I had about 4 or 5 hits.
Right.
Being on the fucked up label. Now, what I had caught was Roxanne Shante. She got a show on LL's, XM station.
Right.
So you got Greg Nice on there, so he telling all the stories of how shit was. Like, we didn't get the budgets like y'all niggas got, these little goofy bulls.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers ain't finna pay. Like, if your song was hot as hell in the street, like if Red Alert was playing your shit and Mr. Magic was playing your shit, Marley and Flex was playing your shit, no disrespect, the Jewish cats was like, no, we're not doing a video for that. But it's like, yo, this shit is really, if you do a video, this shit will go gold. But that's why we were victims of our circumstances.
Right. So how did this robbery thing happen?
Right. I looked at the comments, like, Public Enemy is blackballed.
Right.
King's Son is blackballed. Grand Nubians is blackballed. Poor Righteous Teachers is blackballed. So, we don't deal with that shit because we never had to be a part of your society, the Caucasian society.
Right.
We never wanted to be in y'all motherfucking movies. We never wanted to be a part of what the fuck y'all motherfuckers did, but what y'all kept doing, no disrespect, the Jewish cats, what y'all kept doing was going back to the hood and finding a thirsty black motherfucker that's willing to sell his culture out. How many, look at all these Kraze, look at all these motherfuckers right now.
Right.
Travis Scott and Lil Wayne and all these little goofy niggas and Young Yachty and Young Goofy and 659. What's that nigga name? With
6ix9ine.
Tattoos on his face.
6ix9ine.
6ix9ine, Tekashi, whatever. You niggas is goofy, man. Y'all niggas ain't hip hop, man. But what the fuck is y'all niggas doing for my nigga that's not in the football league right now? Nothing.
Kaepernick, you talking about?
Right, Kaepernick, Colin Kaepernick.
Right.
What the fuck is y'all doing for him? Nothing. What the fuck is y'all niggas doing for hip hop that we gave y'all the motherfucking right to to rap and do a fuck Drake and Lil Wayne and all you little goofy motherfuckers. Eminem knows what's going on.
Right.
Marshall Mathers, he took his shit like that's what hip hop do. We took our shit. That's what Cube and NWA and them niggas supposed to have said. Oh, we just bringing our shit from the street. This that. Half of y'all niggas from NWA wasn't like that. Y'all wasn't no thug niggas. Ren, Dre, Yella, and Easy. Those was the motherfuckers that was going through rough shit. Everybody else, y'all niggas was along for the ride. Y'all saw a motherfucking opening, and we gonna do this. But whatever happened to Kraze? Whatever happened to? Remember Burn, Hollywood Burn, Public Enemy?
Right.
Remember Cube had one of them songs like "Fuck Hollywood" and all that shit.
Right.
And remember why we didn't like Will Smith? Like Will Smith got soft because he had Fresh Prince show.
Right.
And then Latifah got a show, and then LL got a show in the house and all that shit. All that shit was considered sellouts to niggas like KRS-One.
Right.
And to niggas like King Son and Just Ice and all that. Like, motherfucker, when Will Smith and them niggas got their Grammy, they didn't put it on TV. So now y'all niggas running around talking about, oh, we got Grammys.
Right. They didn't even show the hip hop. I remember that. I remember that when they didn't show.
Right?
Yeah, I remember when they didn't show the hip hop category.
Will Smith get a motherfucking Grammy, son? Why this shit wasn't filmed?
They didn't respect they didn't respect the genre back then.
Okay, right. And they didn't. Soul Train didn't respect our genre with Run DMC.
What you mean Soul Train didn't?
Remember running DMC, them niggas, they had like leathers and Adidas and quarterfields and canals and shit on. And Don Canal was like, yeah, what you do, nigga? Run was like, I just chill.
Right.
They didn't want them niggas on that show. And Russell fought for that. And Rick Rubin fought for that. So ask these new motherfuckers right now, who the fuck is Russell Simmons and who the fuck is Rick Rubin?
Well, see, that's why you got to teach them, because they don't know. That's the whole purpose of us talking and getting this information out there, so they have something to go back to and kind of check they you know.
You really think these down south niggas gonna go back to what the fuck I'm telling you right now, and they gonna go and reiterate what I'm saying?
I really think that this is what I really think. I think that this generation of this new crop of artists now are very interested in artists like yourself and what happened in the late 80s and 90s and 2000s. And I think they're more inclined to listen, not the audience, or not the audience. What I mean is not the artists that like that came before this generation. I'm talking about this generation of artists, the Kashi 6ix9ines, the people you talking about now. I think they're very interested in people like yourself, because prior to that.
No, they not. You know you from Long Island.
Right.
And you know I'm from the Bronx, and I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to dispute and argue with you with that. So
you could dispute and argue.
When you was in high school, I hope you was debating these little cats out here. I'm going to call them young bulls, because I ain't going to say little niggas.
Right.
And I ain't going to diss these. That's why Hov, did you see some shit like Hov said he don't want, what's the dude name? Scott, whatever the boy name.
Who?
That's gonna perform at the Super Bowl.
Travis Scott.
Like, bro, why would you do that, man? If you got money and you already paid, bro, you're supposed to tell a Super Bowl, you know what, suck my dick, man, until Colin Kaepernick get on some shit, then I ain't fucking with nothing. But you know what niggas are saying? Oh, although I'm a millionaire, although I'm getting money and I got planes and I fly around and shit, you know what, I ain't got time to be fucking with no Colin Kaepernick, because all these little bulls want to do is be seen, man.
Right. Well, let me say this to you. The first debate is you said none of these younger guys are interested in y'all.
I say young bulls.
That's what we call them. Young bulls. Okay. Right. Now you said that's a debate. You said you think they're not gonna listen, or are they interested in artists like King Son and EPMD and Big Daddy Kane?
Fuck me. These motherfuckers is not interested in a Colin Kaepernick.
Okay.
Or a motherfucker who gonna stand up for the black agenda.
Well, now that is something different than what me and you discussed a few minutes ago. Now, as far as hip hop and artists that came from a different era, I think you're wrong. I think they're very interested in it. I think people are more inclined and want to know, because you got to understand something, right? Just like me, when I was coming up and I was a young bull in the 80s, early 80s, 14 and 15, I would hear the stories. I would hear about it. But that was it. We didn't have no Instagram where you can film everything and see everything. So now that I'm older,
elaborate on the stories you heard about.
I'm just saying, like, okay, certain shit.
You from Long Island.
Right.
I need for you to elaborate on the story. Zoom in on the original story.
Okay, so
you ain't getting off.
I ain't getting off. So what I mean by, okay, so like when there was certain things that was happening at Latin Quarters, certain shows.
There was nothing happening at Latin Quarters. You gotta look. You Kraze.
Right.
I'm not letting you go. You need to talk about a cause where people can't. Latin Quarters never had a cause. Latin Quarters was the conduit,
right,
and the opening for everybody rapping. So you ain't had nothing to do with that.
No.
You gotta tell me something that's specific.
I'm just talking generalization right now. I'm not talking about anything specific, because what I'm trying to say to you is at that time I was too young to get into those places. You feel what I'm saying? Plus, I wasn't even allowed to be going to those places at that time. So the stuff that I would hear about certain, just say like the Busy Bee battles and all that kind of stuff, that was just stuff we heard about.
The Busy Bee battle and the Mo D battle, that shit didn't take place in Latin Quarters.
I know that.
Incarcerated. But look, this is what I'm trying to tell you, Kraze. Like when you say Latin Quarters, there was no presidential shit going on. There was no Contra shit going on.
Right.
There was no cocaine shit going on. In the Latin Quarters days, that's where myself, KRS-One, Milk, Light, Red Alert, and all that. That was when hip hop was allowed to live.
Exactly.
So nobody in the feds, like not even the Jews, could fuck with us because the Italians were still out there.
Right.
We was getting our record deals from the Italians, but once the Italians started getting snubbed by the Jewish people, and you even heard, like, I forget, somebody I was hearing online, somebody was just saying that. As a matter of fact, I think it was Greg Nice, that he's on the he's on the Roxanne Shante show with LL, and shout out to DJ Silk and all of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they letting him like, yo, Greg, so what you got to say? He was like, yo, we was on labels with Jewish cats.
Right.
Sleeping Bag, Profile, and all these other cats, and they wasn't giving us no budgets. And then Slick Rick was already gold and platinum.
Okay, but this is what I'm saying now. See, you can talk from the perspective because you was there. You know what was going on. I'm talking from a perspective of hearing things. You see what I'm saying? So it's different. That's what I'm trying to explain.
But I'm actual facts. So
right. So what I'm saying to you is, we didn't heard stories about certain things, certain events. We only heard them. We could only hear what. Now at this point, those stories are being talked about. Remember, back then you didn't really talk about much shit. Like, artists didn't say, if there was a fight between, and I'm just saying that up. If it was a fight between you and another artist, people might have talked.
If it was a fight between Kane
Right.
or who is the best MC in the world.
Right.
But everybody say Biggie was the best MC in the world.
But my point is this, right? My point is this.
Kane versus Rakim, and that was a hard battle. That was a hard pill to swallow.
Right.
Kane was nice from Brooklyn, and Rakim was nice, but Kane.
Hold up. Where was Rakim from, though?
He was from L.I.
All right, then. So say that. Just don't say Kane was nice from Brooklyn. Let niggas know where Rob was from.
You catching feelings?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Hold on. Because you of all people proved to me that Long Island is not a five girls, so y'all gotta fight for y'all New York prestige. No, my point is like this. Look, you got Kane. Let me tell you how it go down for all the listeners that's listening. You got Big Daddy Kane, who hit the scene in like 87, 88.
Right.
And Bismarck just brought him in like smooth. Now, I just want to say one thing. I want to shout one thing out.
Right.
Bismarck got a song, or no, it's not Bismarck got a song, but Bismarck is on a song with Bumpy Knuckles, Freddie Fox.
Right.
And it's called Check It Out, y'all. And it's the same connotation as Bismarck and Kane.
Okay.
But Freddie Fox is so ill. He's so dope. And you remember the dude from the Kia Records told you he signed Fox, and Fox was down with us, and Fox is my man.
Yeah, Fox is good people.
None of these little goofy cats can fuck with us, man, because Fox is a beast, man. Kane is a beast. Rakim is a beast.
I know that.
I'm a beast, man. It's like, yo, and you got these little goofy ass listeners and whatever y'all call yourselves that's listening to this interview, and you want to chime in, or, oh, King Son, he ain't never had no video. Oh, King Son ain't never. Bro, I done put in more work on the 2 train and the 3 train from New Locks to Gun Hill Road and 241st than you goofy motherfuckers could ever imagine.
But this is where we are, though. You gotta understand something. Anytime we put anything out, you're gonna get cats that don't know you from nowhere is gonna voice their opinion. That's what the internet is about. So we can't catch feelings on everything that people say because.
You think I'm catching feelings?
Yeah, What's that?
Feelings, Kraze. I'm trying to tell you. I'm hoping LL don't catch feelings because LL got the station, and I just talked to Roxanne Shantae. I was like, yo, you got to get the King Son song Street Corners with Mr. Magic on there, Shantae, because we owe that to Magic to keep that shit popping. But then I got cats from Funkmaster Fletch and them calling me like, yo, son. I got niggas in LA calling me like, yo, son, you still bullying niggas on the phone. We heard that interview. Like Busta Rhymes getting robbed and LL getting robbed. And I'm like, hold up, don't take that shit wrong. I'm just speaking the truth.
Right.
But when I heard that, Kraze, I said, hold up. Niggas from Far Rockaway robbed me.
Right, so you was telling me about that. How did that happen?
I told you, I jumped off the tour bus.
Right, you didn't finish the story.
About 50,000. Look, I just made about 50,000 on the tour bus. You know what I mean? Really, it's like, yo, boom. The Beastie Boys fucked up because they used to wild out in hotels. So Russell and Leo Cohen and them niggas kicked them off like, yo, y'all niggas is dead. So I had their tour bus. So like King Son got his own tour bus on Rush, man, it's popping.
Right.
So now here come Third Base, emcee Search and Peace Nice and them. So they only got like the Gas Face song or whatever. So then Russell was like, yo, I'm gonna put Third Base on your tour bus. I'm like, alright, Search is my man, but what's good? But Search had his broad on the tour bus. So that meant we can't wild out, we can't fornicate with bras in the tour bus, and it's like we gotta respect Serge Broad because Serge is my man.
Right.
Serge is the one who's responsible for Nas and all that. So we on tour, so we can't do really like nothing.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But I'm on tour, so we come off the tour bus, you know, we did that for like 4 to 6 months and shit, you know, and it came off with like about 40, 50,000. So I get off the tour bus in Patterson, so the tour bus let me off on my block. So I say, yo, let me go holler at the guards, the ones who put me up on hip hop and the ones who put me up on 5% Nation. And let me, you know, I got beats from cats, you know what I mean?
Right.
Let me go hit them with the beat. So when I go drive, I tell the tour bus, you know, they take me to my house, I drop my shit off, then I say, yo, pull up in front of the guardhouse with the tour bus. So they let me off. I got the big dookie rope on, the biggest rope, the shit that Eric B got.
Right.
The shit that G-Rap got, the shit that's on my album, like the big ass dookie rope.
Right.
But I got all my other jewelry on and my crown and shit, right? So I go to Shop Born in them house. That's the god name, Shop Born. That's my man.
Now, where was this at? This was in...
This is in Patterson, New Jersey.
Patterson, okay. Not in Far Rockaway, okay.
Nah, it's in Patterson, right?
Right.
But the guards from Far Rockaway, their names is Charlie B, Omar, and I forget the other dude name. Like, he pulled a gun on me, so he was like, yeah, run your shit. And I punched him in the mouth. Bad.
Right.
You feel me? But they used to come, the guards from Far Rock used to come because they knew Shamik and Shabon. They would come to Patterson and rob all the drug dealers. So, and this is, let this go out to anybody from Patterson that know in 1989 when motherfuckers got robbed, y'all know who was robbing y'all.
Right.
You feel me? So, you know, I'm in front of the Shop Barn house, so then I see the guards. I see Omar and I see Charlie Rock and La B and the motherfuckers. So it's like, yeah, boom. So I'm like, yeah, God, we just came off tour. I'm trying to tell them, like, how many bras, like, you know, we done seen this many bras and how many, what we done did. But like, yo, God, I got some hot tracks for y'all. Because they was supposed to be the Choice Brothers. You feel me? So the Shop Born cousin, like, yo, God, come in the gate. Like, come in the gate. Because, you know, they live in the house, but it's a gate outside.
Right.
Yo, God, come in the gate. So I was like, nah, God, I'm cool, man. I just came to tell the God come outside so I can let him in these beats. Meanwhile, the motherfuckers from Far Rock is across the street in a Jetta. So the guards get out the car and shit, and all they see is like jewels and shit. You know, I got my forefinger on. I see the picture of all my shit. I had the forefinger, all the crowns, everything. I was like a Busta Rhymes motherfucker.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the guards, so I see their face. So I'm like, oh, that's Haas and them. Like, they ain't finna fuck with me, right? Boom. So Haas stayed across the street, and La B, the two, and Charlie Rock, the motherfuckers I didn't know, they run up on me. And they pull out the gas. Yeah, man, run your shit. I was like, what? Yeah, run your shit, man. I was like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. So I pushed the nigga off. So he's like, nah, God, this shit real. So he cocked back the pistol and tried to swing it, hit me in the head. So when it kind of hit me in the head like, boo, I was like, word is bomb. So I swung on the nigga Charlie Rock. Dropped him. So I was like, nigga, what? You trying to play me, man? He was like, yo, shoot him, God, shoot him. So he told the nigga La B to shoot me. So La B started busting at me, but he missed me. Right? So while he busting at me and he missed me, and I hope this interview gets to you, La B, who is in a wheelchair right now, and Charlie Rock, and Omar, and his mother named Mecca. The God bodies from out there in Ellesmere, Beach Channel, in motherfucking Far Rockaway. Y'all know King Son ain't go down on no pussy shit. So when I rock the God, boom, then La B start busting at me, but he missed me. Right? So I'm like, yo, fuck that. So I'm looking around. I ain't got no gat on me, so I'm looking around. Boom, bang. So what the nigga Charlie Rock did, when he got up, he looped my chain from around my neck, and the niggas ran to the car and shot off. So I ain't get robbed, like I ain't get stomped out and robbed, like Buster.
Like Buster.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I ain't getting no disrespect to LL. It's like when LL got robbed, I saw LL get robbed in Union Square, and then 50 Cent, the original 50 Cent, tried to rob me while Grand Poobah and them niggas was doing cracked out, beam me up, crack, beam me up. And LL, if you listen and you know what I'm talking about, you know them niggas robbed you at Union Square. But every time LL got robbed, he always grabbed his hat, he always grabbed his Kango, but he let his jewels go. Word to God, this is 1986. Wow. And he was driving a Quattro, a red Quattro. I could be fucked up on the color, but he was driving a Quattro, and he was like, yo, fuck that, yo, niggas is wild, yo, how come niggas don't respect? I heard him say all this shit, man. And then he boogied, and then master of ceremony, Grand Poobah and them niggas was rocking that crack down, beam me up, crack, beam me up, Scotty. So I'm thinking I'm lounging and chilling. Remember I already told you about when Red Hook tried to rob me, right?
Right. Yeah, you told me about that.
Well, this was before the Red Hook shit. And I thought niggas had got me, the real 50 Cent, but my man punched him in the face. My man punched the real 50 Cent in the face, bow. When he punched him, when he realized the niggas was like 20 deep. Word to God, these was Deceps. And if anybody out there remember when Deceps used to run up on cats with spatulas, and when Deceps used to rob niggas with Honda scooters, when Honda scooters came out and beat you with bike helmets, going up to Park West High School and all that. Y'all niggas know King Son telling the truth. So don't get it twisted, man. It's like a lot of rappers, and you know, you try to play, and like I listened to the interview that I said, like, yo, I ain't never been robbed. Nobody ain't never fucked my girl. I had to reiterate because now, Cypher God, that shit happened to you, King Son. And I don't want Kraze, you know, you the king of content, so I don't want your motherfucking stories to be fictitious or out of place. So I had to call you back and edit the shit.
Right.
You my man. I ain't no hair on my tongue for what I said about Fat Joe, or for what I said about Buster, or for what I said about LL, this, that, and the third. And I'm telling you, Kraze is my man. You call me for any nigga you think I know, rapper, celebrity. I know Idris Elba.
Right.
That's my motherfucking man. You know when he fucked me up? When he was in South Beach chilling, right? And I'm like, yo, son, I'm finna come get you. We finna go get something to eat. We finna go to Jerry's Deli on 11th Street, South Beach, if you know about that.
Right.
If you don't know about that, then you don't know. Now look, as far as I knew about Idris Elba, he was stringing bell in motherfucking The Wire, right?
Right.
When I went to pick this motherfucker from up his hotel and said, this nigga talk British to me like, hey, yo, King Son, mate, yo, where we finna go? I was like, hold up, son, what you practicing for a role? He was like, nah, man. I'm like, you know, I'm from Britain and shit like that, yo, and Governor, and I was like, nah, son. I said, son, I can't fuck with you. So, man, we walk around to Jerry's Deli and shit, you know, boom, I get me a little motherfucking Caesar salad. He ordered him some shit like that. I was like, yo, son, Idris, I cannot. You literally telling me you a British motherfucker and this is how you talk. He was like, hey, yo, Mike, you know, like, yo, bloke, and all this shit.
Right.
I was like, yo, son, I can't fuck with you. And we had to go out to Cameos that night. But Idris is my man. And you know what he told me? He said, yo, bloke, he said, yo, King son, yo, I'm not no actor, man. You know, I'm not no false advocator, yo. He said, yo, I'm just a DJ from hip-hop, man.
Right. So he used to be a DJ.
He still is a DJ. And that's where his motherfucking heart is at. String a bell, Idris Elba, to all your fans. The motherfucker don't really like acting. And I'm telling you. That's my motherfucking man. Me and him ran through South Beach, bro. He was like, hey, yo, kid, you want to get your tattoo? I said, nah, I don't do tattoos. I'm God body, man. I don't do ear piercings and tattoos, none of that shit. He was like, oh, you probably right, bloke. You know, you probably right. But he just kept talking to me with that English accent. And so I was like, yo, son, you string a bell. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, nigga, we finna kill this nigga Avon Barksdale when all this shit goes. And I said, yo, you the real dude, man. Do your thing. But that's my man. But see, this is what the audience don't know. Like, see, the days of my hip-hop, like Melly Mel is the greatest.
Right.
I know I said I battled him. Grandmaster Kaz is the great. I just did a show with Kaz and Mo D. Yo, that shit was immaculate.
Right.
You feel me? And you ask all these little young bulls out here, you ask Lil Wayne and Drake and all these, yo, man, who's Cool Mo D? I'll come out gay, who is that? Y'all niggas can't go far back as far as Luda or Eminem and if Luda and Eminem stimulates you, motherfucker, then you need to find out who a Grandmaster Kaz is, nigga, cause Kaz is the motherfucker behind that Sugar Hill shit.
Right. Right.
And Melly Mel was the motherfucker behind that. And it's like a jungle sometimes that make me wonder. Y'all niggas hear that Cube shit, you know what I mean? And nah, it's Melly Mel, man.
Well,
it's Kaz, man.
This is the thing though. That's why I think it's so important that I speak to all y'all guys from that era, because I'm learning stuff from you guys as well. But I just think it's important because you never really hear the guys that was there telling these stories. That was the whole point of me doing the docuseries, is because these guys, great artists like Nice and Smooth and EPMD and Rakim and people like yourself, haven't been able to tell your stories. It's 30 years old now. A lot of y'all came out 30 years ago.
But you know what? I'm going to tell you, Kraze, ain't none of us 30 years old.
Right.
Nice and Smooth. Nigga, we ain't old. Jump in my face. Or jump in Nice and Smooth face. Or jump in Just Ice face. Or Careless One face. Nigga, we ain't pulling out no guns. Nigga, we gonna break your motherfucking jaw.
Right.
Country ass, bumpkin ass niggas. You can't fight with us. You can't fight with New York.